Hello everyone, welcome to another Tech Tuesday episode here at Leading Edge. Last week we covered the GS3 2630 display. This week we're going to be covering the Generation 4 4600 4640 display. Just like last week we covered on how to clear your coverage, how to import and export setup data, along with putting prescriptions inside this display. We're also going to go over on how to delete some of that data on this display as well. So let's take a look at that. So first we're going to get into how to clear your coverage for your fields that you've been in. What we want to do is first go into the setup option over here in the bottom left. Once we're in here, you're going to notice it pulls up your work setup. The top left has your client farm and field information. Below that is your equipment, which would also have your implement. And depending on what your operation is, it would have your work summary over here, depending on the crop that you're actually putting in that field. What we're looking for is on the bottom left over here, you have new work. This is a little different than the GS3 2630 display. This allows you to actually start a whole new operation so you don't lose what you have done in the past in case you need to go back to it. So if you simply just hit new work, it's going to start a new operation in the field while keeping what you had previously done. Then we hit OK, and this starts the new operation in that field. Now I'm going to go into how to import and export data on this Generation 4 4600 display. First we'll go to the menu button over here on the bottom right. You notice three options on the left hand side there. We're going to go to the third option, System. Out of these options you have here, we're looking for this File Manager. This is going to have all the options in it for importing, exporting, deleting data, stuff like that. We're looking for this import option, which is the second one down on the left. If you notice here, it gives us two options. One of them is grayed out. I don't know if you can see it or not, but if you're connected to my John Deere with this display with a JD Link terminal for wireless data transfer, we'd have the ability to import that wirelessly. Right now we do not have a JD Link enabled machine with this display, so what I'm going to do is put this USB stick in. Once we have that USB stick in, we're going to select the option for import from USB drive, then we hit next. You notice on here I have a couple different options. The top one is a 2019 spring file. That is a setup data file that I created in the Operations Center. The one below that is just a simple prescription file. If you guys have agronomist, this is kind of how it would import in here. We're going to select this top one. After that is selected, we'll hit next at the bottom. So now you see from top to bottom we have a few different options that were loaded on this setup data file. So guidance track, boundaries, machine profiles, implements, setup data files. That'll include your client farm and field information along with your product list and operators. Once that is done there, we'll just simply hit import. Okay, then you'll see it says data successfully imported. We'll hit OK there. We'll take our USB stick out and all that information should be in this display now. So let's exit back out of there, and to verify we'll go back into our setup icon over here. Then now we should see plenty of different information in there. So now I'd like to cover how to go in and actually delete some of that information from your display after importing it in and some of your documentation data. So what we'll do is we'll take the same route. We'll go to the menu button on the bottom right. We'll go to Systems, the third one down on the left. We'll go to the File Manager up here. And in the same place our import was, you will see a delete file as well. We get a couple different options there, custom select and clear diagnostic data. The diagnostic data is just error log files for reference if we need to maybe send off and get some help from engineering. What we're looking for is this custom select here. You notice there's a couple different options here, all data or select client farm and fields. If we want to simply just clear everything from this, everything that we've done, we'll hit the all data. If we want to do select fields or clients or farms, we'll simply select that. We'll come in here. We'll just pick, like, let's say John Deere, the farm, the quarter there, the half. And then now you'll see that it has selected that field, and we'll just simply hit next. and then everything tied with that field will have the option to delete. And that's how you delete information on your display. So the next thing I'll cover is exporting. Right underneath the import, export, and delete, in the same way you got in there for this functionality, we have the ability to unload this information on a USB stick or send off to My John Deere. These ones here, the diagnostic data, is kind of like the error log files that we can send off if we need help from engineering and stuff like that. What we're looking for is custom export. And then, like I said before, when importing, just like that, with exporting, we have an option for My John Deere if you have JD-Link capable machines with wireless data transfer. The option here that we're looking for is the USB drive. If we stick one in here, let's put that in. And then after the USB drive is selected, we'll hit next. For this video here, I'll just simply select all data. Once we hit that, now we'll notice everything that's in this screen that we can export. So all our boundaries, all our fields, client farm and fields, such as stuff like that. Once we have things selected, then we just simply hit export, and then it'll complete its process, and then we're able to take that USB stick and import it into our farm software, such as the Operations Center. When that's successfully done, we'll just hit OK, and then it's safe to remove our USB stick. Then we can exit out of that and get back to our home screen. I'd like to thank you for watching this week's episode of Tech Tuesday. If you guys have any other suggestions of videos you would like to see in the future, please let us know. And on behalf of Leading Edge, we thank you for your business.